We now come across two very powerful lines. Distant below me, the ocean of life, with its passionate surges, pales like a pool that is stirred by the wings of a shadowy bird. What great poetry! For the person engaged in a single minded spiritual quest, worldly life, the material world, the achievements of the practical world, the failures of the practical world, all become very unimportant. Distant below me, the speaker is on a spiritual quest. He's rising higher and higher in his spiritual quest. Distant below me, the ocean of life, the ocean of worldly life. In Tamil, it is called Samsara Sagaram. Samsara Sagaram, the ocean of worldly life, with its passionate surges, passionate, full of feeling, full of emotion. Surges, a surge is a sudden upward movement or a sudden forward movement. Distant below me, the ocean of life with its passionate surges pales like a pool. Pales in this context means becomes unimportant, becomes trivial, becomes less important, becomes unimportant, pales like a pool. The ocean has become a pool. What worldly people consider an ocean is to the spiritual quester only a pool. A pool is a small body of water that is stirred by the wings of a shadowy bird. The poet accepts that there are waves in the pool, there are ripples in the pool, but the ocean has become a pool, and the passionate surge, the waves of the ocean have become the ripples of the pool, and the passionate surge is now nothing but some ripples in the pool which is stirred by the wings of a shadowy bird. The bird which stirs the waters of the pool and creates the ripples of the pool, the ripples which we had once thought were waves, the pool which we had once thought was an ocean, the bird stirred by the wings of a shadowy bird is only a shadowy bird, it's not a real bird. It is the ghost of a bird, shadowy bird. The shadowy bird is a symbol for materialism. The shadowy bird represents materialism. And because the shadowy bird stirs the waters of the pool, there are ripples in the pool. The pool stands for worldly life. The shadowy bird, that is materialism, stirs the waters of the pool of worldly life and generates ripples in it. I am reminded of an old Tamil proverb, Turaviki Vendan Turumbu. Turavi means ascetic, sannyasi. Vendan means king. Turumbu means straw, something very unimportant, something very insignificant. For the ascetic, the king is a bit of straw. In the lines that follow, the poet explains that thought has failed to capture the experience that is about to begin, that has almost begun. Thought has flown back. Thought has accepted defeat and come back. Thought has accepted failure and flown back. Wheelings and stoopings. Thought cannot directly capture the nature of the experience. So it flies in a circular motion around experience. So it wheels, it executes wheeling motions, wheeling movements, around the experience. It stoops, it bends. Despite all this, thought fails to capture the essential nature of the experience that is about to come to the speaker. I am here reminded of an incident in one of the Upanishads when asked about the nature of the ultimate. The seer in the Upanishad refused to answer. When pressed for an answer, the seer said, Shanto Yam Atma, the absolute is silence. The point is that the experience of spiritual enlightenment is beyond thought, beyond words, and no thought and no word can hope to capture its essential nature. The nerve beat of living stills. The body of the speaker enters a trance like state. The speaker experiences a dreamlike state in anticipation of the arrival of the experience of enlightenment. The speaker becomes less aware of himself and of his environment. The speaker becomes someone less in control of himself and his environment. The speaker's capacity to respond to external stimuli gets eroded. The spirit of the speaker is perfectly at peace. The spirit of the speaker experiences a perfect peace. The mighty release is about to come. The release from the clutches of worldly life. The release from the clutches of the material world is about to arrive. The poem under discussion, Trance of Waiting of Sri Aurobindo, can be profitably brought into conjunction with Canto 96, yes, Canto 96 of Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. While Sri Aurobindo deals with an enlightenment which is on its way, which has almost come, Rabindranath Tagore deals with an enlightenment which has already been experienced. Let me quote the opening lines of Canto 96 of Gitanjali. When I go from hence, let this be my parting word, that what I have seen is unsurpassable. I feel like repeating the lines once again. Please permit me. When I go from hence, let this be my parting word, that what I have seen is unsurpassable.